everyone wanted to see more of my paintings, so I'm going to show some of my paintings that I have. And if you haven't seen my last video, I'll just put that in here too. But this is one of my paintings that I did of a Mandalorian helmet. Star Wars, I'm a Star Wars fan, and there's nowhere else to put it. And my favorite part of here is the space clouds, or for some reason I can't think of the name of what they're really called. But anyway, that was really fun to make, and it really turned out really nice. How the stars and everything within the word Star Wars came out in the colors. That was really fun, and I like the fact that that's the only part of the painting that has color. Some of you might have seen this one in my previous video. I made this because this is my first step into trying to do anime, but doing it in a painting. And I really like putting African American or Hispanic or Asian into my work, because that doesn't show up for some reason. You don't see a lot of that in 2026. Come on, it's crazy. But I really like this painting that I did. Here's another of my painting of aliens, as you guys would call them. I like to call them species, or another species, or entities, whatever. And that character, that black character right there, is moi. And so I like putting myself in my painting sometimes as an anime character. So that was fun to make. One of the other paintings that I put on here that I haven't shown is this one. Aurela is an alien species that I decided to paint. Had a good time with this, but I really felt like I could have done a better job of this one. I kind of just played around with it and say, okay, that's good enough, and went on to something else. But yeah, that's that. This painting was my first try at doing a water scene. I really like doing water scenes, the reflection of water and the light bouncing off of it. As you can see, you're gonna see in my painting, there's a lot of sci-fi themes, and this is one I stole from AI. I saw an AI version of this, and I was like, ooh, I wonder if I can paint that. I mean, AI is stealing from paintings, so I stole from AI. Or wherever it's stealing this particular image. So, but I add my own twist. Like, I added the book, added the tablet, added some of my own features to it, but I really like this painting. So another painting of mine is, I didn't give this one a name, and I forgot to tell you about the other names of the other paintings, but my bad. But I enjoyed doing this. This is my first time really doing working with fire in a painting, and I think I did pretty good for my first time. This particular painting, and I'm sorry about the glare, I'm gonna try to do it without the glare, is a painting I actually put in a museum for, I think it was in there for about a week. And it's called Who Am I? So this is like when I was going through my, I don't know, crisis, internal crisis, trying to find out who I was. And so I expressed it in this painting. I really wanted this to represent the hair. I wanted the hair to represent like the thickness of an African American woman, you know, but I wanted it in color, so I really had fun with that expression. This painting here I did, I think I did give it a name. I'll have to look on the back. I don't remember. Again, you can see that I did like an African American thickness of the hair. I didn't want it to be like laying down, and sorry about the airplane in the background. But yeah, This was really fun to put together. I think I would definitely do another one of these, playing with light, um, image and being in the dark. And I like that her ears do not look like she's human. I like that a lot. This one was my very first painting that I ever did of a human face, because I felt like I sucked at doing human faces. And so, nebula is what the word I was trying to find earlier. So here's the nebula, a nebula in the background, which I actually loved. I really love putting that together, and there's more detail as you get closer of it. I really have fun putting this together. And again, sci-fi theme with African Americans. There's actually real eyelashes on there. This was really fun. I would love to do this painting over. This is another painting I would actually love to do over from scratch. Now that I feel like I've had more experience, because I did this a long time ago. This was, the date is on the 2022. So that was like 4 years ago. I definitely feel like I have more experience now, as I've done more facial expressions and with drawings and sketches, and as well as paintings. So yeah, this is my first dive into doing a human face. This is a really small painting. You can see my hand, it's really small. This is my first time doing snow. I really had a good time with this, playing with color on how to put snow together. And yeah, this was fun. There's no name for this one either. Of course, another sci-fi theme, as always. There are a lot of firsts that I'm showing you. This is my first time doing clouds. I think I was a little harsh with the brush than I should have, critiquing my own work. I probably would definitely do this differently. This is one of the things I think I would want to do over to, like a more different shape of clouds, but definitely would want to try to do clouds again. It was fun, but I think I tried too hard, if that makes sense. I really needed to like step back and go with the flow, especially when it comes to a lot more whimsy that goes on in the clouds than I allowed it to be. But it was fun playing with the colors, the grays, the whites, and then the blues, trying to like give the perfect outlook of what clouds meant. But I definitely would do this different. I don't know when I painted this, because I didn't put a date on this, but I know it was a long time ago. Here's another small painting. I just wanted to play around with something. I don't know what it means. There's no real meaning to me. I just, wanted to try some new colors. I wanted to try a new theme. So that's what I did. Again, I don't know when I painted this. This had to have been a while ago. Oh, actually not too long ago. Maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. So, yeah. And here's my messy painting setup, where I do all the paintings in the middle doing painting here. This is like an anime theme that I'm working on. That's been sitting here for a while because I've been doing other craft light stuff. And so that is all. Well, not all my paintings, but that's a majority that I feel comfortable sharing. There are other ones that I feel are not, as good as those. So, but being a painter is in me, so there will be more paintings in the future. That is for sure. So look at all that paint right there. I can't let that go to waste. Thank you for watching. My coloring books are not for children. There are adult coloring books, and the storylines is very mature and is for mature audience, 18 years old or older.